Hey everybody, so I wanted to show you some of the details on how to access the Facebook Analytics. So here is Facebook in dark mode. It's pretty cool, you should try it. But you should be able to see pages here under your shortcuts. I would recommend clicking on the proper page. If it's not here, check in Pages, but go ahead and click on this. For the United Way, and it'll take you to this page. You'll get a notification that you're now interacting as the United Way. If you don't, that might just mean that you're an analyst and you don't have admin access, so you won't be able to make posts or things like that. But you should have access to Insights, and Insights is the tool that we'll use to monitor the analytics. So click on Insights and load that up, and here you see a view of all the insights regarding the Facebook profile. So a quick run through is this main page here is going to show you a summary of the last week. You can change that with this drop down, go all the way back to the last 28 days, just show today or yesterday. To go further back, you'll have to export that data. And by clicking on this button, you'll export all this information into a CSV file. So then there are a couple of different things here. So actions on page, this is if someone were to go onto the Facebook page and click a button that the United Way has set up. So go to the website, donate today, things like that. And it'll tell you how many interactions they've had. This saying that there's insufficient data means that there's likely no data to show. Page views is going to show you how many page views there are in the last week or so. And again, you can always hover over these little eye icons and it'll tell you some details on what the analytics are. So again, this is the number of times the page's profile has been viewed by or logged in. You viewed by people, so both people logged in and logged out of Facebook. Page previews is the number of times you've hovered over a page name in the feed on Facebook. This shows you how many likes the page has earned over the last week. So it looks like the page has gotten about 9 likes in the last week, which is 80% more than it has in the last 80 days or last 7 days, so the week prior. This is the post reach. So the post reach is going to tell us how many people the United Way's Facebook posts met. So the difference here is that it's not how many people liked the post, it's just how many people saw it while they were scrolling on Facebook. There are some details online that you can learn about how Facebook measures this. So you may be scrolling on Facebook and it would count as a view or a reach if you scrolled past a post and looked at it for 3 seconds or something. There's a specific detail on how this is calculated. Yeah. Story reach, so Facebook stories is what this is all about. Recommendations, so again, there's insufficient data here, but it's going to show you the number of times someone has recommended the page. Post engagement is an important one though. So post engagement is going to tell us how many times somebody liked, shared, commented, or interacted with a Facebook post. And this engagement is up quite a lot since the last week, and so that would be something to look into. Responsiveness, this is the percentage rate at which messages are responded to. So, it looks like on average their response time is about 3.5 hours, and maybe there's some research to be done on whether or not this is a good or bad thing, but it looks like they always respond. Videos is going to give you some basic insights on videos. You can see here that a video view is counted for 3 seconds. So as long as someone views the video for 3 seconds, it's counted as a video view. For page followers, this is the same, similar to likes. So when you like a Facebook page, you become a page follower. You can actually change that setting so you can follow a page but not like it, and vice versa. And this is what those details are about. So if you keep scrolling down, you're going to see the 5 most recent posts and then some metrics about each of them. So you have, the post itself, and if you click on these, it will take you to the posts. You can expand this menu to see more. And then you can look at this data here. It's going to tell you the type of post that you had. So this one was a video, this one was a link to an article, this one was a photo, this was just a basic status, and that was also a photo. So you can already see some interesting things showing. It looks like when Facebook posts are made, the ones that include photos tend to perform better organically. And the difference between organic and paid is just that it's free. So the United Way hasn't put any funding behind these Facebook posts, and they haven't, paid for the boosting, basically. So you can look at the reach, and then you can also look at the engagement. So this Facebook post right here is a photo. It has 242 reach, and it also has 22 engagements, which means, 22 people either liked or commented or interacted with the post in some way, and then 2 people actually clicked on the post or on the link in the post to explore further. So we can take a look at this, and it'll open up a box. So here's the post. It looks like someone, a post click is probably going to be someone expanding this post for more information. When you click on these, it expands out some of the details on the engagement. So we had 19 likes, 2 love reactions, and 1 comment, and then the 2 post clicks. And this was just other, so the number of non-content clicks. So probably someone clicking to see more. Maybe the content was cut off on their page. And so then if you scroll down a bit more, this is kind of an interesting view of different pages that are somewhat similar to the United Way. They could call it competition. So you have the YWCA of Central Indiana, the Boys and Girls Club of Muncie, the YMCA of Muncie, and the Meridian Health Services, which is a local and regional health provider, and then IU Health of a certain region. And so it's really going to show you the differences here in engagement. And you can see that IU Health is pretty up on the top. They have the most page likes. They had the most engagement from the last week. And if you wanted to, you could go into these and you can't see the same level of detail, but you can start to infer like, oh, it looks like IU is posting a lot of photos and they're posting pretty consistently. This was posted on March 5th. This is posted on March 3rd. And so there's a lot of people that are engaging with these posts. They're getting a lot of shares. This one had 27 shares on Facebook, which means that leads to more reach. And so you can start kind of thinking about, okay, what is the IU doing here that stands out that the United Way could also be doing? And so that's kind of a basic overview of how to monitor these analytics. And so if you have any questions, please feel free to shoot me an email or give me a call and we can talk about it. We're still working on getting you access to Twitter and Instagram. It's kind of been a mess. But in the meantime, work with your team on exploring this information and, maybe have some Zoom calls and share your screen and just kind of dive into all this. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Thank you so much.